Imagine a character so mysterious that every small action sparks endless debates. A character whose motives are hidden, whose past is shadowed, and whose future could change everything in the story. That character is Dr. Robby in the Pitt, Season 2, Episode 14. Fans everywhere are trying to piece together clues, analyze his every move, and predict what he might do next. Today, we're diving deep into all the theories, secrets, and possibilities that surround him, and you'll finally understand why Dr. Robby has become the center of every fan discussion. Episode 14 of The Pitt is packed with tension, twists, and moments that leave viewers questioning everything they thought they knew about the characters. The episode starts with the aftermath of a shocking revelation from the previous episode, and Dr. Robby immediately becomes the focus. From the very first scene, he appears calm, almost too calm, while everyone around him is in chaos. His demeanor alone hints that there is more beneath the surface, something fans have been speculating about for weeks. This episode cleverly drops subtle hints about his personality, his decisions, and his past, making it the perfect episode to analyze his character deeply. One of the first key moments that stands out is when Dr. Robby interacts with the main protagonist in a scene filled with tension. He gives advice, but it's layered with subtle double meanings, leaving the audience wondering if he genuinely wants to help or if he has his own hidden agenda. Every line he speaks feels carefully chosen, which is why fans have already started piecing together theories about his ultimate goal. From a storytelling perspective, the writers are clearly setting him up as someone with hidden motives, someone who cannot be taken at face value. Each of his gestures, his expressions, even when subtle, carry weight and invite speculation. The episode also gives glimpses into Dr. Robby's past through small flashbacks and dialogue hints. We learn that there are events in his history that no one fully understands, and these past experiences shape the way he acts in the present. Fans have noted that these hints are not random, they are carefully placed to encourage viewers to dig deeper. For example, a casual line about a previous experiment or an offhand remark about someone he once trusted suddenly becomes a crucial piece of the puzzle. This kind of storytelling creates layers in the narrative, giving theorists plenty to analyze. Every gesture, glance, and word becomes a potential clue about who Dr. Robby really is and what he intends to do. Another major moment in the episode occurs during a high-stakes confrontation. Dr. Robby's reaction is calm but calculated, making it clear that he understands more than he's letting on. He seems to anticipate the moves of other characters, and that leads fans to speculate that he has knowledge about events that the audience hasn't seen yet. This is the kind of moment that fuels theories about his secret motives. Is he working for himself, for a hidden organization, or does he have a larger plan that hasn't been revealed yet? The episode doesn't answer these questions directly, but it provides enough subtle hints to make viewers obsessively theorize about him. Finally, the episode ends on a note that leaves Dr. Robby shrouded in mystery. While other storylines have clear resolutions, Dr. Robby's path remains uncertain. His final scene is intentionally ambiguous. A quiet smile, a cryptic line, or a sudden disappearance could completely change how fans interpret the events of the entire episode. The writers intentionally leave these gaps to spark discussion and debate. By the end of episode 14, viewers are left with more questions than answers, especially about Dr. Robby's role in future events. The tension, mystery, and carefully planted clues make this episode a goldmine for fan theories, setting the stage for a deep exploration of his character. This is why episode 14 stands out as one of the most important episodes of the season for understanding Dr. Robby. Every scene, line, and gesture contributes to building his enigmatic persona. Fans analyzing the episode frame by frame notice patterns in his behavior, which hint at intelligence, manipulation, and a carefully hidden agenda. His interactions suggest he may be one step ahead of everyone else, hinting at possible future conflicts or alliances. This is the perfect foundation to start exploring the first major theory about Dr. Robby's secret motives, which we will dive into in the next section. From the very first episodes of The Pitt, Dr. Robby has always been a character shrouded in mystery, but episode 14 takes his enigma to a new level. In this episode, subtle cues hint at a hidden purpose behind every action he takes. While the other characters are reacting to events in real time, Dr. Robby often seems a step ahead, as if he has a plan no one else fully understands. Fans have long speculated that he isn't just a neutral player or a simple ally. Instead, he could be orchestrating events behind the scenes to serve a personal goal that is still hidden. The way he observes, listens, and occasionally intervenes suggests that nothing he does is random. Each conversation, each decision seems calculated to advance something only he knows. One of the strongest hints at his secret motive comes from his interactions with the protagonist. Dr. Robby often gives advice that seems helpful on the surface, but if examined closely, his words carry subtle undertones. He might guide someone in one direction, while simultaneously nudging them toward outcomes that benefit him. For example, in a tense scene where the team faces a major obstacle, Dr. Robby suggests a strategy that appears safe, but in reality, it positions the main characters in a way that could expose them to unexpected consequences. Fans have pointed out that this dual-layered guidance isn't accidental. It reflects his intelligence and careful planning. His motive seems to involve controlling outcomes without revealing his hand, making him one of the most unpredictable characters in the season. The episode also contains visual clues that reinforce the idea of a hidden agenda. Small details, like the way he lingers in the background during critical moments, or how his expressions subtly shift when others make decisions, suggest that he's constantly evaluating the situation. In one scene, he observes the reactions of multiple characters simultaneously, a behavior that feels more strategic than casual. It's as if he's collecting information, analyzing every move, and predicting outcomes before anyone else can even react. These behaviors point to a secret objective, likely tied to knowledge that only Dr. Robby possesses. Some fans believe this knowledge could relate to an event in his past, or a plan that could affect the entire storyline in upcoming episodes. Another layer of his motive emerges when looking at how he handles threats or opposition. Unlike other characters who react emotionally, Dr. Robby remains calm and composed, even in dangerous situations. This composure isn't just personality, it's indicative of someone who has a larger plan and doesn't need to rush. When confronted by threats, he sometimes allows events to unfold in a way that appears passive, but careful analysis shows he might be manipulating circumstances to achieve his own ends. For instance, when another character tries to confront him or reveal information, Dr. Robby's responses are often vague or redirecting, creating uncertainty and confusion. This behavior keeps others off balance, giving him control over the situation without being overt. Additionally, episode 14 gives subtle hints that Dr. Robby might have personal stakes in the outcome of certain events. Lines that seem casual at first, comments about loyalty, trust, or past mistakes, could be interpreted as reminders of his personal motivations. It's possible that his goal isn't just about power or influence, but something more personal, like protecting a secret, seeking revenge, or fulfilling a promise. These personal stakes make his motives complex, blending self-interest with strategy. Fans analyzing these moments note that Dr. Robby's actions rarely align perfectly with what seems logical on the surface, suggesting a deeper, secret purpose that only he understands fully. Ultimately, Dr. Robby's secret motive in episode 14 is deliberately left ambiguous, but the evidence is everywhere if you look closely. His calculated interactions, subtle manipulations, and controlled reactions all point to a character with a hidden agenda. Theories suggest this agenda could shape future events dramatically, influencing alliances, betrayals, or major plot twists. By keeping his true goal hidden, the writers create tension and intrigue, making Dr. Robby one of the most fascinating and unpredictable characters in the Pit. Fans are left speculating. Is he a secret hero, a master manipulator, or someone whose plans will shock everyone in the coming episodes? Episode 14 gives us pieces of the puzzle, but the complete picture remains tantalizingly out of reach. Episode 14 of The Pit drops more subtle hints about Dr. Robby's past than any previous episode. Throughout the series, he has been portrayed as calm, intelligent, and always one step ahead. But in this episode, small details suggest there is much more to his story than we've seen. From his choice of words to the way he reacts to certain characters, it becomes clear that Dr. Robby's present actions are deeply connected to experiences and secrets from his past. Fans have been speculating that he may have lived through events that shaped his perspective, influenced his moral compass, and possibly even gave him knowledge that the other characters lack. These hidden layers make his identity one of the most intriguing aspects of the series. One of the strongest pieces of evidence for a secret past comes from his reactions in critical scenes. In moments when other characters casually reference events, Dr. Robby's subtle expressions or pauses suggest recognition and deeper understanding. These reactions are brief, almost imperceptible, but they hint at memories or experiences that remain unrevealed. For example, when a colleague mentions a past experiment or incident, Dr. Robby doesn't respond directly, but the shift in his demeanor indicates that this information affects him more than it appears. Fans have taken note of these moments, theorizing that they are intentional clues to a backstory that may explain his motives, skills, and alliances. Episode 14 also introduces indirect clues about his identity through conversations with secondary characters. Dr. Robby sometimes avoids answering questions directly or redirects conversations in ways that leave more questions than answers. This deliberate avoidance suggests he is protecting a truth about himself that could have major implications if revealed. Some theories propose that Dr. Robby may have been involved in events outside the main storyline, possibly in secret operations or past conflicts that give him a unique edge over other characters. His knowledge of hidden information, combined with his calm, calculated demeanor, reinforces the idea that his identity is layered and intentionally obscured by the writers. Another element pointing to a hidden identity is the way other characters respond to him. In several scenes, allies and adversaries alike treat Dr. Robby with a mix of respect, caution, and curiosity. This reaction isn't random. It reflects their recognition that he possesses knowledge and skills beyond what is visible. It's possible that some characters are aware, or at least suspicious, of his hidden past. These interactions create a sense that Dr. Robby is not just an ordinary player in the story, but someone whose background could alter the course of events dramatically. His presence alone changes dynamics in every scene, highlighting the mystery of who he really is. Visual and narrative cues throughout episode 14 also suggest that Dr. Robby may have connections that the audience has yet to see. Small hints, like his familiarity with secure locations, references to unspoken events, and knowledge of secret protocols, point toward a past intertwined with hidden organizations or undisclosed experiences. Fans have noted that these details are too specific to be coincidental. Each clue encourages viewers to speculate. Was he once part of a powerful group? Did he experience betrayal or tragedy that shaped his methods? Or is he hiding a secret identity that will shock everyone when revealed? These questions build anticipation and make his character one of the most compelling in the series. Finally, episode 14 leaves viewers with several unanswered questions about Dr. Robby's identity. The writers carefully place ambiguous moments, like fleeting glances, unexplained references, and cryptic dialogue, to fuel speculation. By the end of the episode, it is clear that his past is deliberately shrouded in mystery, creating a tension that keeps fans theorizing long after the episode ends. Whether his hidden history involves personal loss, secret knowledge, or covert alliances, the clues suggest that understanding Dr. Robby fully requires connecting pieces from both the past and present. This complexity adds depth to his character and ensures that any revelation about his identity will have a profound impact on the storyline, reshaping how viewers perceive his actions and motives. Dr. Robby's hidden past and secret identity in episode 14 are essential to understanding his behavior. Each subtle gesture, dialogue choice, and reaction serves as a breadcrumb leading to the truth. Fans analyzing the episode frame by frame notice these connections, and every clue strengthens the theory that his identity is far more complex than it appears. While episode 14 doesn't give all the answers, it provides enough evidence to fuel endless speculation and set the stage for major revelations in upcoming episodes. His past, whether personal, professional, or both, is the key to decoding his motives, his alliances, and the role he will ultimately play in the story. By the end of episode 14, it becomes clear that Dr. Robby is not a character whose role can be easily predicted. His actions throughout the series, combined with the subtle hints in this episode, suggest that his involvement in future episodes could completely change the direction of the story. Every choice he makes seems to ripple outward, affecting alliances, conflicts, and even the outcomes of critical events. The writers of the Pitt are clearly positioning him as a pivotal figure, someone whose next moves could determine the fate of several key characters. For fans, this means that paying attention to his behavior and dialogue in every scene is essential for predicting the twists ahead. One major area of speculation concerns Dr. Robby's potential alliances. Episode 14 offers several subtle cues that he may not be fully aligned with any one group. At times, he seems to act in support of the main characters, offering guidance or advice, while at other times, his actions hint at independent motives that could serve his own hidden agenda. This duality keeps viewers guessing: is he a secret ally, working toward a greater good, or a manipulator subtly steering events to achieve his personal objectives? The tension created by this uncertainty makes Dr. Robby one of the most unpredictable and fascinating characters in the series. Fans have noted that this ambiguity is likely intentional, setting the stage for a major reveal in the coming episodes. Another aspect of Dr. Robby's future role involves potential betrayals or shocking revelations. Episode 14 contains subtle moments that could foreshadow dramatic plot twists. For instance, his cryptic comments, careful observations, and selective involvement in events suggest that he may hold critical information that could destabilize current relationships. If the writers decide to reveal these secrets at a crucial moment, it could upend the balance of power among the main characters. This has led many fans to theorize that Dr. Robby might act as a catalyst for one of the season's biggest surprises, whether it's exposing hidden truths, orchestrating an unexpected betrayal, or making a decision that forces characters to confront uncomfortable realities. Dr. Robby's intelligence and strategic thinking also suggest that he could influence events in ways that are not immediately visible. Episode 14 shows him observing, analyzing, and planning, which implies that his impact on the story may be subtle but profound. Unlike other characters whose actions have immediate consequences, Dr. Robby seems to work several steps ahead, laying the groundwork for outcomes that will only become clear in later episodes. This kind of long-term planning makes him a character to watch, as even small actions could trigger large-scale events. Fans have theorized that his involvement in future conflicts or key decisions could determine the trajectory of the season, making him central to the story's unfolding drama. The episode also hints at Dr. Robby's influence on character development. His interactions, advice, and enigmatic presence could push other characters to reveal hidden traits, confront their fears, or make choices they might not have considered otherwise. In this sense, Dr. Robby is not just a participant in the story. He is a force that shapes the narrative itself. Whether he chooses to act overtly or manipulate events from the shadows, his presence affects the decisions and growth of multiple characters, ensuring that his role remains critical throughout the season. Fans analyzing the episode frame by frame often notice that his seemingly minor gestures or offhand comments may foreshadow major turning points, underscoring the importance of his character in shaping future plot twists. Finally, Episode 14 leaves viewers with enough ambiguity to spark endless speculation about Dr. Robby's future. Will he reveal his true motives? Will his secret past come into play to dramatically alter current alliances? Could he become a hero, a villain, or something in between? The writers have skillfully kept the answers just out of reach, giving fans the thrill of theorizing and predicting outcomes. What is clear, however, is that Dr. Robby's future actions will likely be game-changing, influencing not just immediate events, but the larger story arc. His intelligence, secrecy, and layered personality make him a linchpin character whose next moves are crucial for understanding the evolution of the Pitt and the fate of its central characters. Dr. Robby's potential future plot twists in Episode 14 underscore the brilliance of the writer's approach. By combining mystery, subtle hints, and strategic ambiguity, they ensure that viewers remain engaged, analyzing each scene for hidden meaning and possible outcomes. His influence is poised to expand in ways that could surprise, shock, and captivate the audience, making him one of the most important and enigmatic figures in the series. As the season progresses, every glance, every decision, and every secret held by Dr. Robby has the potential to reshape the story entirely, keeping fans on edge and eager for each new episode.